Well, the lawyer challenging incumbent Saratoga Springs District Attorney Karen Heggen, slamming what he says was negligence in her office's lack of prosecution of sex cult leader Keith Raniere.
The DA firing back, saying that her opponent is showing a lack of knowledge of the scope of the job. News 10 ABC's Juliana Bruno joining us live in the studio with the story. Juliana.
John and Trishna. Democrat DA candidate Michael Phillips was joined today by Dynasty actress Catherine Oxenberg, whose daughter India spent several years as a member of NXIVM and a victim of disgraced self-improvement guru Keith Raniere. Oxenberg endorsing Phillips because she says local prosecutors did nothing when she brought forth concerns about NXIVM, forcing her to turn to the press for help before federal prosecutors in the Eastern District of New York eventually took on the case.
And I had to expose my own daughter as a branded sex slave on national media, which was really like a low point in my life.
So there's a 15-year period there that the Eastern District of New York identifies as criminal conspiracy activity. What was going on? Law enforcement was aware of this. Why weren't the prosecutors moving on it?
Keith Raniere is serving 120 years in federal prison on charges including racketeering, sex trafficking, and extortion. District Attorney Karen Heggen responding by saying the leaders of NXIVM being prosecuted at a federal level was the right way for the case to be handled, as parts of the scheme took place in various parts of New York, the U.S., and internationally.
My office has jurisdiction only as it relates to matters that occur in the county of Saratoga. And so, therefore, I think Mr. Phillips is demonstrating a lack of knowledge of the scope and the abilities that the Saratoga County District Attorney has to handle matters that have multiple jurisdictional issues involved.
Heggen added that while she was serving as an assistant DA in the county, the office would not play ball when NXIVM leaders wanted to go after former members who got out of the group.
The people like Mr. Raniere and those on his behalf tried to convince us to, in fact, prosecute people who had left their organization, and we declined to do that.
Heggen went on to say if her office can't handle a crime that's brought to them, it's referred out to other agencies. Reporting in the studio, Juliana Bruno, News 10 ABC.